Oh my gosh! Hi everybody, this is Electrified Veronika. After test driving the Mach-E last week, I really wanted to understand the heritage of the Ford Mustang. And today we got a chance to test drive a Ford Mustang from the year 1966.
It's a 66 Mustang, honey.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Fun in the sun.
It was a great opportunity for me to take Electrified Veronika for a ride in what is considered an icon in American heritage. And so we wanted to do a little bit of a video today comparing the 66 Mustang to the Mach-E that we drove a few weeks ago. So we really hope you enjoy it.
You look huge.
Yeah, you know, the cars of this time were much smaller. This was considered a sports car, so it's even smaller than a traditional family car. And it actually feels very nimble when you drive it. Very beautiful, not much to it, not like, you know, cars of today with all the gadgets. Really a classic. If we take a look inside, we can compare the opening of the 66 Mustang very well to the new Mach-E. So there's a single button that you press and the door just opens like that. Very simple. The inside is very elegant, just like the Mach-E, but of course, without all the fancy gauges. Here you just get the important stuff like fuel.
100% SOC, so it's fully charged.
Very basic steering wheel. I like the steering wheel. It's got a great feeling. Temperature, speed, and oil pressure.
We're in park mode right now. It's a big screen here. This is cool.
And then of course the very important gauges like wipers, but it got the job done for 1966. So one of the first things we did on the Mach-E was take a look at the frunk. Of course, this doesn't have a frunk. This just has a traditional engine compartment, but let's take a look. Well, what we can see here is a very traditional internal combustion engine. First of all, this is the air cleaner to the engine. So air enters in through the top. It goes through a filter. It then enters the carburetor. The carburetor mixes the fuel with the air and then puts that air into the individual chambers. And then this guy right here is the distributor cap, sending spark to the spark plug, which are in each cylinder. And that's how the combustion happens and the car moves forward.
Thank you for explaining that, honey.
Of course. Have you ever seen one of these things called an engine?
No, I did not. Okay. I am a battery person, you know that. I found something that I know.
Yes, so this is the starter battery. So it uses this to start the vehicle. As many old vehicles that are not driven all the time, it has a disconnect switch so that you can disconnect the negative terminal, and so that way the battery doesn't discharge between times of driving the car. So very interesting. Also, it has an old school bag for the windshield washer fluid, and this is the radiator for cooling the engine.
And like if you take this out, there is the inverter here and the motor is right below, and then there is lots of hose for thermal management. Okay. Awesome, honey. The battery is right here along the floor. Around 288 battery cells stacked like that.
There is no battery along the bottom of the vehicle. There's no cells and modules. It's just the floorboard of the car. Okay, so let's take a look in the trunk. Here's the key. Ford Motor Company, Mustang logo. So very basic, spare tire. Of course, we have our GPS, global GPS, all over the US. Perfect for a weekend trip.
Charging cables. Okay.
So the nice thing about a lot of electric vehicles, you don't have this hump in the middle in the back, which is really nice when you're sitting in the back, but lots of space. Unlike the Mach-E, which is an electric vehicle, this one does have the transmission hump in the middle, so a little bit of reduction in foot space, but still nice back seat. This is a convertible, of course, so the top is reclined. I have to say, it looks quite nice.
I have to say, I love it. It looks so beautiful. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes, you are.
I like that it's kind of tiny.
We can turn one into an electric.
Look at this thing here. That's like an airplane. Okay. Oh my gosh. Super thin and wobbly. It's automatic transmission. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Are you safe?
Yes.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah.
Good. Let's start it. Oh. Don't do anything stupid. Oh my gosh.
And no, I'm not going to do anything stupid this time. Not much infotainment. No GPS.
How does it play this old music?
This is AM radio, baby. But it feels really crazy. The steering wheel is so thin. It feels like you're driving a carriage or something. So. Honey, can you get the GPS out to find out where we're gonna go?
Where do you want to go?
So I have to say the navigation system in this is really nice.
Oh yeah, probably it tells you where the next charging station is. Okay, I go now. Oh my gosh. It is fast.
That's really good.
I would love to have one.
We made it!
That's fun! Thank you, John, so much.
Yes, thank you, Son, so much. We didn't crash it.
That's encouraging.
We love the Mustang. We know it's an icon. What does it mean to you?
Well, it was one of these things that was on my bucket list. You know, being younger when they were first coming out, I always thought they were a cool car. And one day I wanted to re-own one.
Yeah.
And luckily enough, I've had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's really beautiful. Thank you again so much for letting us drive it. Looking forward to some more drives in it.
Anytime. You
Great.
guys are more than welcome to come take it for a ride.
Great. Perfect. Thank
You're
you again.
awesome on
Awesome.
camera.
Yeah.
You're really good on camera, John.
I'm not sure about that.
That's the radio, right?
Yep.
Can I turn it on?
Sure.
Oh, but how cool is that?
Making music together in London. They didn't want anyone to think.
No Bluetooth, no Spotify.
So they chose the name America. It
Oh my
proceeded to
gosh,
create
that's
timeless
awesome.
and memorable music.
I love it.
On me.